Hey everyone, Odds here. Welcome back to the channel for another Meta Monday. This is a series where we sort of look over the last week of Mechabellum, any cool changes or things like that in gameplay, but we may as well also talk about changes to the game itself. So we've actually got a big patch come out. It's for the public test server, so it's available for everyone now. This used to be you used to have need to require special access to have it, but now everyone can access it and check out the new changes. And there's some pretty cool stuff that they're trying to test here. We've got a new unit variant called the Assault RAIDEN. We increase the Raiden's HP by 200% and movement speed by 3, but decrease the range quite a lot by 50. Another unit variant, the Strike Hound, so also increasing the damage of the Hound, but increasing the attack interval. So pretty cool that they're still trying out these different variants with units. And then you see there's a whole bunch of different patch notes here as well. Like very powerful cards like Steel Ball move to level 3 instead of level 2. So that means you won't see that card until a little bit later. It is a very, very strong early game card. So good to see that. There's been some changes with projectile speed, which changes damage calculations with like Vulcan and Tarantula, Fire Badger, stuff like that. So very cool. They're exploring that. And also there's a new crisp graphic with the new fire. And I believe there's also like a bit of a blue tint when you have like the damage modifier upgrade on the technology on the fire unit. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, overall, not a lot of changes, but it's cool that they're trying new stuff. There is some notes. Actually, this one, I think the marksman aerial damage increase is pretty substantial in my opinion. We got incendiary bomb a bit cheaper. Some people haven't been running it because now that Fire Badger is free to unlock, you maybe don't need an initiator for lighting oil on fire, but maybe now with Hound here, like we're still gonna find a role maybe for some incendiary stuff. Wraith is a bit strong, so nerfing that a little bit. And Raiden, I mean, we'll see if this is enough. This breakpoint, maybe there's some breakpoints that this helps, but like this is still a lot of damage. And right now in the meta, Raiden is king. It's all about the Raiden. It's all about the worm. Yeah, rapid fire cannon. Oh man, this is great. So they changed some of the positioning of the cannons. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. I haven't actually tested the PTR myself yet, but I look forward to doing that soon. And also very cool, very, very exciting is to see the damage stats on the cannons now. I've been wanting that for a while, so that is great. And even better, a button to instantly retry the last round after the battle ends. Excellent. That's gonna make things so much faster to iterate on. Oh man, how could I have won that game? So I'm gonna be using that pretty much every game. But yeah, like I was saying, so in terms of meta, like metagame, the Raiden and the Worm are king, and I'm surprised to not see Worm changes here. The mechanical the like baby worms, whatever it's called, it's cost 100 right now, and it's so cheap. It's like an essential pick on the worm, and it just increases how annoying it is to deal with. That really needs to be like increased in cost or something, because we see worms and Raidens almost every game. So we're gonna jump over now to the MAG1 stuff. So MAG1 happened this weekend. We had 2 series. We had first the upper team draft, which was awesome. We had some 2v2, some blitz mode, and some standard gaming, and that was a lot of fun. There's some stats here from MAG1 basically saying, yeah, we saw asymmetrical play more often than not. About 71% of games were split between aggressive and standard defensive openings. So more aggressive, more asymmetrical play. That seems pretty in line with how things have been going so far. Void Eyes performing the best. That's the same as last week. Saber surprisingly didn't win any of the matches. Kind of crazy. I can stop picking sabers, I guess. Arclight Phoenix, Void Eyes are the most commonly built non-chaff units overall, and Sledgehammer was the most picked starting unit. Core units, yeah, Mustang, Sandworm, Tarantula, Overlord, Arclight, etc., etc. Sandworm performed the best, and yeah, cool stuff. Also spells, so Orbital Bombardment, Super Supply, Incendiary Bomb, they were always taken when offered. So guys, when you're playing and you see these skills or these abilities or whatever, pick them up. They are great. Super Supply, although, you know, round 4 is typically when you want it. I'm guessing it was offered on round 4 during MAG1. I didn't pay too much close attention to that, but these are the stats from MAG1. I appreciate having this information. It's so great to see. And then, yeah, we had the Captain's Cup finals too. So here we have Tungdil versus Scion. This was an awesome series. And if you guys want to learn more about how to play sort of standard, watch this. Watch Tungdil. Tungdil does an amazing job. He's got like this perfect formation. Almost every game he's got these Void Eyes lined up here, and then the positioning of the crawlers and the Mustangs and everything. There's a game plan in mind, and it's very cool to see. So I put out a positioning video a few days ago, and I wish I saw all of these games before then, because I could have added certainly a few more tips to that. So guys, if you want to learn more about advanced positioning, check out these games. I will leave a link in the description below to the MAG1 games, so you can have a look there. Okay, so now let's jump over. We're going to jump over to Mechabellum now. So this week, for the final games, for the weekend games, it was actually the October finals or whatever. So every month at the end of the month, we do actually have these technically monthly tournament finals. I don't think people really care too much about whether it's the monthly one or the weekly one, or whether we also have them at the end of seasons too. It's like season 4, like championship or whatever. That's really cool to see in the game client. I wish there was more to it than that. You get another extra little badge or something, which is cool, but I hope, and they were talking, the developers were talking before about trying to integrate it a little bit more into some stuff. But yeah, without further ado, so in the Euro champ, Rooster taking it away 6-0. We're not going to cover his games here because I'm sure that he's going to put out a video anyway. So pay attention to Rooster's channel for that whenever that drops. I did check it out a little bit, and yeah, worms. But we're going to talk and watch the North America Championship here. We actually had Egophobic winning 7-0. Very good stuff there. Congratulations, Egophobic. And this last game against Sparty is the one that we're going to check out. Yeah, so basically the prelude to this is, hey guys, do you believe me that RAIDEN is an overpowered unit? Do you see it all the time in your games? Are you worried that the developers aren't nerfing it hard enough? Yeah, just watch this game. I think Sparty's trying to send a message here and tell the Mechabellum devs that, hey, maybe we've got a problem with the with that unit. So, all right, we're gonna dive into this. This is gonna be the only game that we watched today. But yeah, it's a fun one. So here we go. We're starting out. We have Ego in the marksman spec and Sparty with missile spec. And we do see that Saber start here, Saber Hound. And surprisingly, yeah, Ego has the pack that starts with Mustang, which you don't see often. However, and this wasn't a stat that MAG1 put out, I don't believe, but we have been seeing Mustangs being picked more often in starter packs, I feel. That's a feeling that I have. I'm getting that vibe because you used to never ever see them. It was basically a dead pack. You couldn't pick it. But now with I don't know. And this might be related to buildings and stuff too, where things aren't so coin flippy in the first round. There's a chance for Mustangs to kind of develop. Mustang's a very strong late game unit, right? And it's also just like a do-it-all unit. So, yeah, interesting. But we do have, you know, a asynchronous, it's not asynchronous, sorry, oh my god. Whatever, asymmetrical, oh my god. Sorry, it's late, I'm tired, I suppose. I'm thinking about work. Asynchronous, asymmetrical. All right, so so this is, it's not clear who this favors just yet. I mean, typically in this, you might, ooh, redeploys offered. Let me slow this down. Oh, advanced missile picked. What? That's crazy. So typically in this sort of formation where you have an asymmetrical sort of, I hate to call it this, but like the sort of like 69 position, it does, I believe, favor the Saber and the stronger aggressive side, because they can come in here and kill the tower more quickly and then make their way over here. And like if there's enough crawlers, they'll be able to cross over and the crawlers will latch onto this tower while this army is still kind of over here. Timing is very important in these positions though, because sometimes killing a tower first is not as good. So we'll have to see how this goes. Ego is starting to defend this side. With the marksman spec here, it's very good. Throwing that orange man out here, it's going to be able to pop those hounds so long as there's not a million crawlers making their way in. So not going to work this turn. Tower goes down on the left. But, oh my god, the Saber's alive and it's going to pop that and get so much experience for killing the orange man. But you know, the thing is with the Mustangs here, it's just a lot of bodies, and the Sabers are not very good at clearing bodies, right? They just shoot one at a time. They have very, very small splash damage. You can see here on, whoop, well, on the left there it says the splash damage. Unit drop, we got Tarantula, Sledge, Fang, and Scorpion. Sledge is a great way to slow things down. I think that's a good pick for Egophobic. We see Sledge over here too. So we can see Sledge vertically, yep. Another thing, as the aggressor with this Sledge, you can throw it on the side flanks and it takes a very long time to stop. But Sparty's going to use it actually to defend his tower here. And yeah, we see the vertical one in this way. Placing it vertically means that, well, usually you use it against steel balls, so they have to shoot each one individually and lock onto each one. But in this case, I suppose it would also kind of slow things down a bit. You can also do this against crawlers too, because the crawlers have to move farther, right, to get each one. And so that each tanks actually shoot at a different unit. So that's one of the main advantages here. Ooh, that big missile comes off, but still that Saber survives 541 HP. So yeah, basically if it's vertical like this, all the tanks shoot the first unit that it comes in contact with. So if they were horizontal, they would all shoot one target. But because they're vertical, they're going to end up shooting and not overkilling crawlers. So that's why you can see that sort of vertical formation. You see a lot of hounds here. We got range on them already. No upgrades. Upgrades would help in clearing these crawlers. See, you see they get left with just one HP basically. So if you can pick up an early attack enhancement on hounds, it means that they will one-shot the crawlers. Crawlers over here doing their job, killing that tower. And Ego gets another round here. Lots of upgrades. I mean, that's a good way to make sure your hounds one-shot as well. Redeploy offered again. I would love to see the players choose redeploy. Ego goes for it. What about Sparty? Last sledge seems not great because we've already got this level 3 sledge. You're just kind of nerfing your own units. Yes, there we go. Can move these back. Amazing. We actually have 2 redeploys from Sparty. That's very fun. I love that. Great. The best card in the game. Get 2 of them. We could even see Sparty, like, so Ego could maybe over defend the side. Sparty looks like he's just bringing these back a bit so they don't get locked on to weird stuff or whatever, so the timing is a bit better. But we could see actually a migration of units over onto the left side. Ego's going for the range, or sorry, the Phoenix now. Interesting because we've already got the Orange Man. So Orange Man and Phoenix kind of fill a bit of a similar role, but although one is obviously flying and comes with 2. It's Sparty. Here we go. Round 4, clicking the Raiden, paying $200 to unlock it. Yeah. And so it begins. Yeah, actually we do see the migration here. The Saber's coming over, protecting this Raiden. And then we got 1 pack of crawlers and then a little bit of chaff clear here. Man, these missiles are crazy though. Saber's just barely living. Oh, and the Phoenix come in, they're warping in and they get the tower. So that Raiden goes down right away. Man, sometimes like the Raiden, the first round it goes down, what can happen is like you can lose your whole army. And then the Raiden just picks everything off and gets a level. And honestly, that's the most frustrating thing because dealing with a level 1 Raiden, it's okay. Dealing with level 2, it starts to get very challenging. It starts to one-shot things. Level 3 Raiden, and it's like over. I would love to see, since we were talking about patch notes earlier, I'm going to voice a little bit of opinion here with the Raiden, is the experience gained on the Raiden needs to be reduced. There needs to be more experience required to level up. It is far too easy. And this unit is busted when there's too many levels on it. It's almost impossible to deal with. So I would love to see more experience required to level up. We see 2 more Raidens coming down. Sparty's selling out of that Saber and just going pure Raiden. So here we go. Another huge missile coming down. Remember, Ego's got the advanced missile device, so it is 200% more damage. And you know, missiles do 5,000 damage. 200% means it does 1,500 damage, and the Saber has 15,541. It just survives with 541 HP. But with this big clump here, it's gonna like kill all this stuff. Oh my god. Well, here we go. Good missile here. Probably kill that Phoenix. I'm not sure if that photon will help it stay alive. It does not. And that huge missile takes out all this stuff. Now the Raidens are able to get fired upon. You know, maybe this is a reason why people are picking the Mustang starts now, because it's harder to get scammed by the Raiden if you've already got 2 packs of Mustangs. But like, oh my god, this tower, it's not gonna die. I don't even think if the tower died, like, the Raiden's still gonna one-shot, I believe, those Mustangs. They don't have a lot of life. Yeah, it does. It one-shots the level 1, doesn't one-shot the level 2. If I saw that correctly, I think it was... This is like 557 damage. It's like 10 times less damage. I don't remember the exact numbers here. Okay, so yeah, 557 is 10 times left. And the level 2 Mustang has 686, so it would survive. So hey, there's a breakpoint for you. It would kill a level 1 Mustang, even with the degen there. Okay, another unit drop here. 3 squads of 3 rank 3 fangs. I wonder if that's ever a thing that you would want here. Kind of feels bad to go into hounds with fangs, but they would do well against those raidens. But we see the level 3 Farseer picked up. And okay, it looks like... Okay, so the answer here for the raiden is actually going to be these marksmen. So that's interesting. Marksman dies very easily, right? If this gets, you know, forked or chained, it does enough damage, like 5,570 damage, to easily kill these marksmen. Even if they're over leveled. The level 3 will still die one shot to the raiden. So it's kind of risky. When you're playing these marksmen, you need to make sure you have a ton of chaff. Or, you know, I guess hounds and Mustangs and stuff. We actually don't see range on the Mustang, which is going to make them go in front and protect the marksman. That could be either not enough money or completely intentional. I'm not sure. Good protection here with this bubble, keeping the Mustang alive. Good guess. And we've already got fork and range by round 6. Oh, that missile missed the Phoenix. Oh my god. They just, when they all shoot together, it just does so much damage. Watch. There's no chance. One-shotting those marksmen. Boom. You see a Farseer picked up over here on this side. We're gonna have a level 4 marksman. I mean, that can help a lot against the air if it can ever get a shot off. But no, with the fork, with the range, like there's just no way. Let's get up a bit here. So Sparty finds his stride here. These are starting to work, and they've all got levels now to enhancement module. Zigo, that's not what you want to see. That's a very good card to throw down onto those those units that are ready to be leveled up, that are valuable. You know, the best unit in the game is obviously... Oh, he's going for the skip. What I was saying was the best unit in the game is obviously the boat to throw that on. But, you know, doesn't hurt to put on a raiden. You're going to get levels. And you've already got 4 levels. Like, I would probably pick that one. Thrown it on, you can upgrade it, sell it, put it on another one, upgrade it. You immediately make, you know, 200 bucks, and you can start shuffling it around the next few rounds. You got a ton of health to work. Well, actually, no, you don't have a ton of health to work with. Maybe that's why Sparty's chosen not to. Decides that, you know what, I'm gonna get nuked. I gotta move my army. Sells out moves 2 of them, sells 1 of them, buys 3 more. I don't think Sparty's buying anything else this game except Raiden. Love this play. This is why redeploy is so good. And he's gonna dodge this too. Love it. I'm betting this is a good win here for Sparty this round, but we'll have to see. If he pulls back too, Ego might move into his own nuke. That could be something. He's pulling back. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Get out of there. Oh my god, everything dies. Huge nuke on your own army. That feels bad. Tower goes down. This one just barely staying alive. It's... Oh, the fork! Did you see that? It got everything. Ego down to 366. How the hell is he gonna pull out of this one? Ion blast? It's gotta be ion, right? Improved firepower, maybe on a Mustang, but yeah, ion is like critical here. Now Sparty's totally like on this side, right? You expect the ion again. Is it gonna move over again? Are you gonna see some redeploy? Bring a few of them over? Oh, please. Please. Sparty. He's doing it! The mind games. All right, importantly, we do see EMP picked on the marksman here. That's going to help turn off the fork, turn off the range, and be able to help deal with those Raiden. The techs on the Raiden make it exceedingly strong, right? Techs and levels. We don't see any levels picked up. Sparty is maybe a bit broke here. He has been borrowing and just buying Raidens. Oh my god, there's so many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Raidens. It's moving some to the back here. Okay, just in case that Phoenix. And just spreading out the Raiden, making sure that an ion can't get all of them. Ion comes down. Good bubbles here for Ego. Oh, but there's no chaff in the way now, and these marksmen are just free for all, just taking down these Raidens, turning off their range so they cannot get shot at. Oh, level 4, it stays alive! It stays alive at level 4. And Ego comes back, claps back, says, you know what, I'm not dead yet. Unit drops here. Oh, this is a tough one. There's not really anything that helps with the Raiden. You know, all these... Well, I mean, the Saber... If you get Saber, maybe, and get some health on it, like a field maintenance, maybe that could help tank a bit. Or maybe go for Vulcan. Probably maybe a Vulcan cell here for Ego. We see a cell from Sparty selling the Vulcan. Trying to get as much money as he can in one round, because this could be the very last one. 577 to 366. Probably going to be the last round here. We see the Vulcan pick for Ego. Throwing up the front here. Oh, nice. We got range on marksman now. These guys can shoot across the whole map, basically, to shoot the air. And we see a whole bunch of levels taken for Raiden. So that's going to increase the damage quite a lot here. You see 15,000 as a damage. It's going to be able to kill any of these pretty much one shot besides the Farseer and the Vulcan. Photon is up. Going to help keep this stuff alive. Another bubbles. And just shuffling some stuff around. The thing is, though, with these ranged hounds, once these crawlers are gone, there's nothing protecting the Raiden. There's no wasps or anything that can help distract the anti-air marksman from locking on the Raidens. Fire comes down on the left side, immediately lit up by that Vulcan. All the chaff on the ground dying on the left, so the marksman being able to shoot up into the air. Right side chaff is dead. Marksman finding their targets, shooting away. EMP goes off, and oh, tower goes down though with level 2. It's still a very strong unit, even when it is debuffed. Or when it is EMP'd, rather. And, yeah, these units... You know what? This bubble, and now the debuff, these marksmen shooting across the map are going to have no problem dealing with the rest of these. There's just enough left here for Ego, and it looks like he's found a way to deal with all those Raiden. Somehow the answer was marksman. I don't know about that. When I try that in my games, it does not work whatsoever. But Ego finds a way to make it work. Dealing with all the chaff, leaving the Raidens completely defenseless in the air. so that the marksman could find their shot and pick them off. Well done, Egophobic. Congratulations on winning the October monthly North America tournament. Well done. And Sparty, I mean, what the heck is this, man? You play the good units, right? I think that was your motto, what you told me is, you know, if you don't know what to do, just play the good units. Don't play the bad units, play the good units. So we see all the good units here. Yeah, nice try. That's it for Meta Monday today. I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to check out the MAG1 videos. I'm going to leave down in the description. And also find time to log on to the PTR. Check out some of that new patch stuff. Recommend some changes there. There was some talk about maybe some more building changes coming in the future. So the devs are listening. Let's be hopeful that we're going to have some changes. And yeah, I'm hopeful. I think, you know, this is one of the greatest games that I've played in a long time. And we just yeah, it's fun. And let's keep having fun. And hopefully the devs will have some changes for us soon that will answer a lot of people's grievances with buildings in particular. Yeah, let's leave it with that. Okay, thank you guys for joining me today. As always, like, subscribe, all that stuff. Leave some comments for me down below what you thought about the video. I read all of them. Thank you so much, and I will see you next time.